back to ESL Pro League Season 6. We have a spectacle of a game on our hands coming up, and a spectacle of a man as well. Snods, how you doing?
Doing good, mate. What about yourself?
Pretty fresh, pretty revitalised in that short break before we dive in with the action.
Yes.
Now, it's a bit of a good one, because obviously...
It's probably the best game we're going to have so far in the Pro League that we covered on the B stream.
You reckon?
I reckon Heroic versus GODSENT will be a showstopper, yeah.
Oh, well,
confident, I know.
Pulling out all the stops.
Yeah.
Mestioso, he responded to my little left hook.
What, did he tweet you?
Yeah, he
really?
said, "We've got a surprise for you." I might be ad-libbing. I'm not too sure if that was his exact words, but I think it was, "We've got a surprise." So interesting to see what that one is.
What could the surprise be? Look at the odds anyway. 1.57 right now in favour of Heroic, and I can see why, obviously, winning 2-0 versus Hellraisers last night. GODSENT 12-3 down before the crash server happened, so they had to reschedule that game, and of course, they did win, though, on Mirage in overtime. Yeah,
GODSENT, they're going to want to try and get this win under their belt as well, because they only currently have 2 points rather than the actual 3, because of the overtime win yesterday. So this is going to be quite a big one for them. And we've actually worked out as well, obviously, it's quite interesting, because this matchup, a Swedish team and a Danish team.
Go for it.
If you take the first 3 letters of Sweden, it's Swe,
yeah.
And the first 3 letters from Denmark, it's Den.
Yeah, Sweden.
Together, it's Sweden.
Right.
If you have the leftover 3 letters from Sweden, it's Den.
Den, yeah.
And the leftover 3 letters from Denmark, it's Mark.
Yeah.
It's Denmark. So there you go, mate. Stay woke.
The hashtag the more you know.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hashtag
the more you know.
Denmark.
Really? I'm Team Sweden on this one.
It's all boiling down to Denmark. Everything comes back to Denmark, mate.
Actually, am I? I'm going to predict... oh, goodness, these go 1-for-1, but I've heard they are going to be subbing in extra players. So who knows? Potentially a 2-0 for Heroic based off of the fact that they're going to be filling in some substitutes. That's GODSENT.
Are we going to be... Is this potential? Is this just me overthinking it? Because obviously they're...
So.
No.
Okay.
There was the discussion they were picking up Freddie B from Epsilon.
Come on, mate. Come on.
Could this be occurring? Because that was obviously that was quite a big discussion if they were going to steal Freddie B and bring him into the mix.
Yeah. I don't think that's going to happen, right? Obviously, there's all talks. Players are under contracts. They have to be bought out for a lot of money for that to happen.
Shouldn't they?
Yeah, that'd be sick. I'd rather see Mestioso play, to be honest. I'd rather play.
That'd be pretty good.
Oh, dear me, that'd be a good cast. But yeah, who are they going to sub in, essentially? Obviously, Lekra going to Fnatic. They had to sub in Pith for the remainder,
last night.
So far for the for Pro League. Question is, if a player is needed out, whichever player essentially has to be substituted for, who is it and why, I guess, and who do you get to replace him? On the roster, you have Pronax still, who was benched, and obviously they're using Pith as a sub, so that's quite a remark, the fact that you have your old fifth, you bench him, but you actually bring in someone else to the roster to sub in. Yeah,
obviously, I mean, just trying to allow Twist to not have to sort of worry about sort of cooling styles and just have someone else that's just a big fragging house with Pith there. Just all he's got to do is rely on his own aim. Pronax doesn't have to come into the team and sort of, maybe not do what they want him to do. They'd rather use someone else. But obviously, if they have to use him today, it'll be interesting to see what the dynamic is there.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, Pronax being the body of in-game calling and IGLing and captaining the GODSENT side, being benched by the other 4 players as they wanted more firepower on the roster instead of the actual brains and essentially structure, I guess. They want all the players to have their own autonomy, where they all govern their own plays, they all think of what they want to do on their own, but does that favour individualistic plays, or can they still carry forward teamwork while still playing in that lonesome environment?
It's going to be a pretty interesting question, and obviously of how that will shape up once we get into the action today. We do have the maps as well.
What is it?
Do you have them written down?
It was Inferno.
Train Inferno.
Is it Train
Inferno?
Inferno?
The first map,
yeah. Okay, well, Train first. My goodness. GODSENT, big fans of Train. Just trying to think right now for Heroic. Usually I thought they would ban that one out. When I was doing the research on these teams, I thought they'd ban out Train. Maybe Heroic have some confidence. They want to try out something new. Maybe Train has been going well in practice for them. But yeah, I think GODSENT should take Train potentially. If they're going to win one of these maps, right? Inferno or Train, GODSENT, they have to do on this first one here on Train.
Yeah, so it's going to be cool to see, obviously, how that'll go. Train being that first map, I mean, there is a lot of AWP potential when you think about it. Train obviously one of those maps that does thrive on sort of the very scope-heavy setups towards your CT half. There's a lot of players that can be quite flamboyant and pretty aggressive with those weapons, so maybe that could be quite interesting.
Obviously, Yugi last night played so well, for especially on the CT side. CT side Train does basically rely on the AWP. How is your AWPer situating himself? Is he playing more of that anchor role towards Green Train, towards Ali? Is he playing more of that roam style towards Connector, towards Green Train, towards Stop Sign, rotating back towards B, holding towards Heaven? 2 different styles, essentially. Guardian from Navi, he would be more of that anchor towards Ali, just literally hits every single shot, time and time again. He's hitting these shots everything goes on the cross, Ivy or Ali or whatever. And then on the flip side, you have your devices on train who play that roam style where they basically cross the whole map trying to find the first kill.
Yeah, so we cool to see, obviously, what he actually does there. Yuki is actually a massive talking point as well, because last night he looked incredibly, incredibly good. He was ripping open the early round, dominating everyone. He had aggression, but he wasn't overextending. He was playing within his boundaries.
I guess, I mean, he kept out-opping Wosik.
Yeah.
On the CT side of Mirage, he kept getting the first kill onto Wosik when Wosik was trying to get aggressive. He had a good read on that player. He was able to basically understand where he wanted, or where he thought Wosik was going to go and go to peak. So he's had the advantage there. The question is going to be AWPing versus Twist, another very flamboyant AWPer. On train, Twist is very strong. A lot of the times when I did watch GODSENT back when I was playing. I watched how Pronax and Twist actually played towards Green Train and Ali, the dynamic they had there. And if they do field Pronax back into the roster, I think that's actually going to be favor them on train.
Really? Do you reckon that could be pretty
well,
useful for them there?
A lot of the times they would have Pronax go aggressive towards Ali, play close towards the electric box there at Ali, have Twist play further back towards the back lines or towards Green Train. He would hold the angle, shoot, fall back, could even do a bait flash, or just base, essentially just him firing the shot is enough bait as it is for Pronax to try to get 1 or 2 kills on the side of the head. Or they'd simply just have Twist flash for Pronax through the Ali smoke or just whatever. Basically, the idea was they had the dynamic duo there towards Ali and, of course, Green Train.
Yeah, so maybe a little bit more structure. There's always that potential if they do field. It's a bit of a mystery for us, so we're just waiting to see there. I think the same as everyone else is to see what they actually do decide to go into. It's a bit of a curveball we had for any of us.
Yeah, I mean, scoreline-wise, I still think Heroic take both these maps. I'm thinking maybe closer on train than it should be on Inferno. I don't know. Ballpark figure would be potentially 16-11 on train in favor of Heroic, maybe even 16-10, and then a 16-8 in favor of Heroic on Inferno.
Obviously, that is going to be the second map of the series. Why don't we have a brush on that one as well, so we've got a little bit of time here before we get into the game. Inferno is a map between these two teams. What are you sort of thinking there? What could we be looking at?
Inferno, I mean, I actually copied when I used to play. A lot of what I did was copied from Yugi on Inferno. He plays Arch very well. He's very good at falling back, playing the angles, giving the information he needs to, obviously, if it's going to be an A split through Arch, if they're actually splitting through CT towards that B-bomb site. Nevertheless, though, that's the next map here, Jack. The first one, the one in the present, will be Train. Let's see, Heroic going to be starting on that T side. Pronax is going to be the John Alarm. So, it's going to be the smoke diffuser on Pronax towards Ali this time.
He's back. It's the man himself, the brains behind the operation. But is he going to bring some brawn to the table today? Modi will be able to find the opening frag, though, as Piff gets blown away in a matter of seconds. Oh, actually, hang on a minute.
What's up, mate?
Look, it's Pronax and Piff.
So, no Schneider.
No Schneider tonight.
There you go. Would have much rather seen Mezioso, though, of course.
Yeah, it's true. But that actually could be pretty differential. Schneider had a fairly effective series last night. Pronax going to get overwhelmed as they storm straight through him. They're finding these frags like absolute nutters right now. All the kills going their way. It is only going to be one casualty in Snappy. It's just left on Dennis here.
Dennis down the 1 versus 4. Has no kit as the bomb is planted. Going to be retaking the angle as well from Connector. No one playing close, though, from the T side to instantly tear off his head. Let's see how many kills he can get. Such a prolific weapon with the with the weapon in hand right now, the USP.
Pushing their way out as Dennis does try and run through, but the headshot comes through from Modi, takes him down. Dennis will hit the deck, and Heroic do actually pick up the opening rounds. The first round going to go their way on that T side. It's
crucial that the T side actually wins that pistol, the first pistol of that. The reason being is if GODSENT force right now across the board, what it's going to do to the economy going to the first buy round is they will be lacking utility. And the utility on train is so important on your CT side. Smokes towards Pop Dog to prevent a split through Pop and Team Main and Ali. Smokes towards Ali, counter Molotovs towards Team Main, counter flashbangs as well to hold off the aggression there from the T side. Not having that and actually having a full force across all 5 players means no AWP again into the first buy, and that could be their downfall. Let's see though. Anyway, it's going to be 3 SMGs from the T side and 2 AKs as Heroic are looking to make this a 2-0 lead.
Disco Doppler just playing underneath Pop here as they are going to try and push towards him. Molotov goes in as he's forced to fall back. An incredible amount of damage done. Disco Doppler left on 9 HP, Snods.
So usually, Godby, as I said before in the last cast, right, on train, Godby invented the Molotov towards Pop, which would bounce off, ricochet by the ladder, and then molly out Pop Dog. The problem was, it didn't molly out the whole of Pop. Players would end or stay exactly where Molly is right now, towards the end of it, towards the door and the frame. Door frame, sorry. That Molotov as well, that bounced off of the door frame and landed there. Crucial. Anyway, the no-scope comes in and Twist will get it into a 5 versus 4.
Very nicely done there from Twist. He finds that headshot and he's hungry for more. He's trying to roam around, but S-Attack will take him down with the AK-47. Pronax as well, tiptoes in. He's armed with just a measly CZ. Will he be able to pull a fast one over anyone.
4 versus 4. The kits run out for the CT side as the retake does begin. Disco Doppler is low.
Oh, Modi rips his way through Disco Doppler. No, he was so low and close to death. Modi, that's a hat trick that comes out. Nico for the final frag. Modi is going to be happy with the amount of money he's taken home after that one.
And there you have it. 4 players staying alive right now for the T side as they go into the 3rd round here. Going to be playing versus the full eco from GODSENT. And look at the money right now. No players on that GODSENT side has $3,000, which means no AWP on your CT side train on the first buy round. Such an AWP-heavy map as well. A staple of that CT side defense. Anyway, though, it's going to be the 3 SMGs run out for the T side. No longer 3 UMPs. It's going to be 2 and 1 Mac 10 onto Snappy. They can have him jump towards Olof, towards Green Train, go towards side, trying to see if these CTs are slacking towards outside, but actually they're going for the heavy presence right now through B halls.
Boost comes up. Will they be continuing to boost them up? Everyone right now doing a bit of a conga line as they will get elevated and be able to push their way back through, but can they actually do much with this? Hook comes through. Twist will go down as Modi finds the headshot. Still building up a huge bank. Snappy as well rips his way through one player, the Mac 10. They're all just funneling into Snappy's crosshair, unfortunately. So they're just losing out on any lifeline. Snappy with a flick. We'll find that frag towards Disco Doppler. It's only Dennis that actually does cause a bit of an uprising. Grabs himself the UMP, decides to push in, but Nico will eliminate him.
Again, now 4 players alive for the T side. 8,000 into Modi's bank before he had to reimburse himself with the firepower, the AK. So after the buy does come through, they're going to be keeping forward. 2 SMGs is the first buy round. Look at that though, 4,000 across the board, 6,000 there onto Nico. Even if GODSENT win this one, Heroic have managed to establish a big enough bank to afford a buy up into round number 5 just in case. Anyway though, no AWP right now for the CT side as I've spoken about before. Let's give the FAMAS down to Pith as he wants to buy utility and grenades over the pure firepower of the M4. It's looking like a B take here from Heroic as they do have control of B halls. You can see all of the players are shifting back towards that B-bomb site. It's going to be Dennis now and Disco Doppler to try to hold off the attack, but Dennis has no counter grenades, no flashbangs, no counter mollies, no more smokes to hold off the push and to delay the T's before the rotations can come in.
Molotovs will set the entire place ablaze right now as they do attempt to push their way through, but can they actually storm in and overwhelm the hunker down CT side defense that are in effective angles? But Nico, he's incredibly effective with his own skill, finds the kill with the UMP. Snappy as well lives up to the hype as he takes everyone down in front of him. It's only Twist to actually get a response kill, and Estatag will trade back on towards Pronax as well. It's just left on Twist here in a 1 versus 4. They might have done damage to the Heroic players, but only 1 actual kill.
3rd time running now, 4 players alive for Heroic. Money going to be building and building like a construction site, I guess. Anyway, though, it's going to be 4-0 right now for Heroic on the T-side train. This is the issue right now for GODSENT. You lose that first pistol, you then lose the first buy round on your CT side. The CT economy is so fragile, it means they probably won't have enough to buy up into this round number 5. So, if they go for a quasi-buy, Kevlar, pistols, that could easily be another round for Heroic. They could have a 5-0 start on train, on the terrorist side as well of all sides to have, right? You're looking at T-side nuke, T-side train, being the sides where if you get 6 rounds, you're happy. If you get 7 rounds, you're jumping for joy. If it goes higher than that, then basically you won the lottery. But let's see what they can do into this one. It's going to be, actually not even a quasi-buy, essentially. GODSENT right now, they're going to value the money going into the buy rounds instead. They can go for double-up setup. Dennis can buy 1. They can have 1 as well onto Twist if they want to. And they can buy full utilities as well. They're not going to risk buying Kevlar and pistols just to basically throw it into the wind if Heroic do win this one.
Dennis and Twist, the only 2 players that have even achieved frags into the game so far. Dennis will be forced that position as well. It's a very nice Molotov that actually came out there, so he can't push in. He's forced out of Pop Dog into the round. It boils for a lot of the time as they now resituate themselves to try and go for a late round B burst. Twist is there, and he's got the Kalashnikov as well. This is a perfect scenario for him.
They're going to be walking through heaven. A good anti-eco here. Let's see what Twist can do with the AK though.
Twist with the timing, unfortunately, couldn't even get the opening frag. You look like maybe he was able to, you know, force a couple of frags out, but just didn't go in his way.
But the thing is, I spoke about this as well before we were talking about Big. Look how close together Heroic are on the T-side. Even if Twist got that first kill, he would have been instantly traded out. That's why the T-side from Heroic has been so good so far in Pro League. Anyway, let's give it the 4 versus 3. Only players left right now for the GODSENT side are the players that didn't invest into Kevlar. And without the armor, there's no real chance for them here in the retake.
Yeah, they always play that very close together style of CS. Incredibly perfected at their communication, sort of how they want to work together. They work very well as a unit. Yugi as well, just waiting for the pushes to come towards him right now, trying to deny them actually saving any potential weaponry as they flood in, scrounging around. but they're not really going to find too much. They do have to fall back. Pronax upgrades to a CZ, but that's about it.
Yeah, so many players that last alive for Heroic.
4, mate.
4 again. 4 players alive, 4 times in a row here. And look at the money already. 10,000 for ESL, 9,550. And the AWP there, I believe, for Yugi. So their money is booming. And so's their aim. They're getting those headshots, the entry kills. Every single round has gone in their favor. And it's been in such convincing fashion as well. It hasn't been 1 versus 1s or 2 versus 2s. It's been 4 players alive time and time again.
The AWP on Twist and the AWP on Dennis. Now, this double AWP setup can be incredibly useful. It is key to success in a lot of these rounds on Train, but he only gets the tag onto ESL. Doesn't take him down. He's left on 15 HP, but at least this makes Pronax's life a little bit easier if that push does come through Ivy.
So, smoke towards backlines, the molly towards quad. Heroic now can take control of Alley if they want to. And from that, they can then take control of Pop Dog, take control of A main as well, just flash back into it, have control of it, and then pincer the A site from 3 different angles.
Piff hit. Repositioning, very aggressive stance has been taken. Comes out on top as well as he eliminates Modi and begins to back off a little bit. Going to trickle into more of a favorable late round position for the CTs. Twist. Ooh, restructuring the players. He wants to work with Pronax. Piff is still doing damage as well. They're peeking 1v1, taking fights against him, and he is coming out on top on all of them. Flashbang goes in, will allow Twist to try and go for a bit more of a aggressive play. They do walk their way through. So many flashbangs here are keeping those Heroic players at bay, and they do start to push through. It's the final 3 that charge straight in. Pronax whiffs it though, goes down to ESL. Piff might trade it back, but Twist needs to land the shot. Will do so as Snappy falls. Piff, huge play from him. 4 Ks to the round.
GODSENT finally able to put a round on the board for themselves. After 6, they're going to make the scoreline 1-5. Nevertheless, though, GODSENT in the 4-round deficit. Heroic, if they win this round, they can reset the CT economy and shatter whatever money GODSENT have left. As we go up into round number 7, it's going to be the 4 AK buy, AWP once again onto Yugi. So far, it's been working so well for Heroic, not going to change up anything just yet. 2 AWPs as well for GODSENT. AWP onto Dennis and AWP onto Twist. Where is Dennis going to be AWPing actually? Playing towards connector so he can be fast rotate back towards that B bomb site in case Disco Doppler needs any help in that scenario. Actually, will be rotated back now as well towards the cylinder there, towards Heaven, so he can hold the angle in case Heroic do try and walk out Heaven once again. But it's looking like they're going to be taking their chances towards this A site. Yuki there, able to jump spot and see if there's anyone there towards the bins from Ali, but no push from there just yet. Instead, they're going to be lining up the smokes and the wall of smoke here coming out from Heroic to try to get the bomb down and play the after-plant positions. Once again, they're going to do the double volleys towards Pop Dog, take control of that portion of the map, and once you have control of Pop, it puts you into a scenario where you can then execute and pincer the site from all angles.
Talk about pincer in here as well as they get themselves ready. They are slowly making their approach, getting into unknown territory here as they do want to burst out and take control of the A-bomb site. Piff is going to be the first line of defense, but will he actually hold them back? Flashbang goes in, blinds him perfectly. They spot him out, and ESL takes him down. Twist so close to the opposition. They are going to be able to get the bomb down as well. Dennis trades it back with his horse, but Twist plays through the smoke once again, denies the bomb plant. Dennis coming up huge as well. They're just going blow for blow with the AWPs. This is incredibly done. Twist overextends a bit too far though. Yugi takes him down, and he leaves himself in a 1v3. He would really need to go huge to try and pick this one up. He's got 20 seconds. Had to either recover the bomb or find the frags. It seems unlikely, Snods. Oh, he misses as well. Surely you cut your losses and begin to back off at this point.
Issue, though, is obviously if you save, you get no round loss bonus, as the bomb was not planted. Still, though, Heroic, they lose 2 on the trap, but they can still buy up into round number 8. That's what the buy's going to be looking like. It's going to be 5 AKs that could spell a fast play or a fast rush towards outside. Smoke towards electric, smoke towards the sandwich between trains, Molotov off towards quad, Molly towards default, and play a fast rush towards outside to try and counter the AWPs that are in play. It's not looking like that just yet. 3 players going towards B. They're going to throw some grenades here towards B, take control of upper B halls, and then finally potentially go down Pop Dog. They have players here towards A main. They can do the same smokes they did last time, the wall of smokes, get out 3 in main, and try the site once again.
Piff just going for a couple of pot shots there, seeing if he can connect to anyone, but no one actually did get tagged by this. Smart play though, he knows players are around there. Everyone is just currently crouching. They break the window as well, possibly to signify they were going to go for some smokes out through window. Smoke does go in. It's going to block off a little bit of vision here towards the A bomb site. This is going to pause the attack as they now start to flood their way through. Twist, actually uncomposed. Normally you expect them to at least get a kill there as they flood their way through, but they are out. Pipe, though, playing in the back line, unfortunately goes down to Nico. With a very fast reaction, Pronax has to rotate in to try and aid them.
Team advantage right now for Heroic on the T side. Pronax though towards quad will find one onto SC Tag. It's going to be the 4 versus 3.
Oh, Dennis goes down a Jugi as he's running across like a lunatic, finds that opening headshot. They outnumber them into this place. Now they're going to have to attempt to retake this, but it's really going to be quite hard for them. Snappy peeks out, takes down Pronax. Disco Doppler knows it's all just up to him at this point. He's trying to play around, rattles off a couple of pot shots, will eventually take down Nico and gets the second as well. But there's no time. He has to save, and he's actually going to get spotted out.
Yeah, we have the kit though. Who knows, could have been a miracle around there for GODSENT, but instead Heroic will make 6 now. And the money isn't looking too strong on that GODSENT side. They can still force it though. Pith will have to be on to what's a 5-7 Kevlar grenades here or there. If they save, they can go for a double-up setup as well, because 4.4k onto Pronax, you'll get 1.9k. You'll have 5,300 actually, wow, so they won't even be able to have Kevlar onto their AWP. Let's see though, it's going to be the latter choice, which is going for the eco. Only Kevlar there onto Dennis with the Deagle as well. Apart from that, PT50s, another Deagle there onto Twist, the USP there for Pith. Heroic, probably going to go for the same anti-eco, just walk out heaven and take the long-range duels versus the pistols.
Disco Doppler is ready and waiting for the push to come towards him here, towards that B bomb site. That's the tag. It's going to be the one that he relies quite heavily on here, obviously, as he has the bomb. Yugi just waiting for the contact peak. The smokes go down, they flood their way through, but can they actually overwhelm him? The backstab from Modi is going to be what kicks it off. Dennis trying to land the shot with a Deagle, but Modi is just steamrolling through, just taking the fight so easily. They're going to get the bomb down. If they get through this round with, you know, a minimum of 1 casualty, they're going to be very happy with themselves.
They will indeed. GODSENT right now, 2-man disadvantage, make it 3. Although Twist with the Deagle does find 1 headshot. That's all they're really going to get into this one. Pith now last alive. The 1 versus 4 scenario. Trying to mimic out some sort of, well, you know the drill. Let's see what we can do. They try and find 1 kill here, try and find an AK, and then salvage that and bring it into the next one. But unfortunately for them, it's going to be the 2-7 scoreline. A 5-round advantage here for Heroic on the T-side train of all maps and sides to be in such a outrageous lead. Heroic, if they win 1 more, they're going to win the half. And from that, if they win that CT pistol, that could definitely be the end here for GODSENT.
Pause comes in for GODSENT, though. This is good. Last night, we actually didn't even see them use their pauses.
Exactly.
Which is quite, you know, it's a shame, really. You need to try and take these couple of moments out. Sometimes you can tunnel vision in when you're playing. It's a very hectic sort of environment to be in. You need that third view to sort of back off, have a bird's eye view on the situation, don't tunnel vision, and assess the situation and what you want to change. I
mean, for Heroic right now, what are they really doing on the T sides? They're playing this slow, steady approach to the game. They're taking control of B halls, they're taking control of Pop Dog with the double Molotovs, and they also take control of alley with the smoke towards backlines, the Molotov towards quad side alley. And from there, as soon as Heroic have the map control, they group together, well, I say group together, they pincer the site systematically together at the same time, and GODSENT's defense just isn't ready to be hit from all those angles.
That's true. They're just not prepared for the aggressive CS that's been coming out. It's a lot more sort of coherent, actually, from Heroic. That's all it is. They're working together more like a unit than GODSENT is in their current form.
So, Pi will be plunged up from GODSENT. It's going to be the UMP down to Pith. 2 M4s, sorry, and 2 ops as well. Twist now, going to be holding a different angle here towards alley. Was holding towards the left side, but this time he's towards the right. We'll actually smoke off alley before he goes for the reface. Yuki going to hold for that. Goes for the pot shot. Doesn't quite land it just yet.
There's the opening frag, though, from Nico. The rifle skills are starting to be shown off as he takes down Piff. He's overextending more so into their territory. Nico wants to try and get the double frag as well, as he is just going to go deep towards it. Finds the headshot on Pronax. An easy target for him to eliminate.
Clean double headshot there from Nico. He's going to surmount Heroic with a 2-man lead with 1 minute 5 seconds left on the clock. Bomb towards alley. It's looking like once again the exact same pincer from Pop Dog, from A main, and alley as well, from Heroic to deal the final blow towards GODSENT.
Dennis is in position with the AWP twist as well. It has to be what we saw last round, the AWP show coming out, as they are trying to connect the shots, but they're just being punished, just couldn't really think in their own time. So many bullets whizzing past their ears there that they do get overwhelmed and fall. Disco Doppler is going to be the last remaining member on that CT side. Just hoping that someone will push too deep towards him. Maybe he can find a frag and save that M4, but that's probably his best bet.
Yep. In the 1 versus 4 scenario, even if you try and play for Rexus right now, the money is so strong on the Heroic side that taking 1 or 2 guns out of their arsenal won't really impact their money too much. Oh, cheers for that, Jake. Cheeky Observer trick there. Nevertheless, though, in the 1 versus 4, or saving this M4, going into the next one, they will be reset, essentially, and their money should be extremely low because you saw the buy there into Pith, right? UMP was able to salvage with what money they had left. And look at that. They will get 2,400 into the bank, but 2.4k Jack, simply put, isn't enough. 2,500 across the board. They will get 2.9k into the next one, so they can buy a pistol, Kevlar maybe, going into round number 12. But at that point, this is looking like a 9-2 score, and Heroic's money is so strong, they're going to be able to buy up for the remainder of this first half.
Yeah, looking very good. Snappy as well. Seems how he's the only one that doesn't have that much of a huge buffer on his own individual bank account. He's going to go for a bit of a cheeky play, go for the Mac 10, build yourself a lot of cash. Obviously, he has read the economy correctly, so he knows they're not going to have too much on their side. Let's see what he will actually do with that weapon when he gets a chance a bit later on. Disco Doppelin goes for a fast bit of map control, though, as he goes to the aggressive play towards Outer Ivy and takes control of it. Yugi trades it back towards Twist, though. He was hoping to pull out the same kind of shenanigans as he worked his way through mid. Yeah,
obviously the eco right now coming out from GODSENT. Going to be expecting Oro to take this one. But do they expect the push that's come from Ali? If they go 3 main right now and don't peek out, they might get pinched in from behind.
Oh, Piff with the opening headshot does a bit of damage, but the nade will roll in and blow him away. Yugi as well, just waiting for Pronax to peek into his crosshair to get a good shot towards him. He does eventually get the clean angle and takes him down, so it's only Dennis and Disco Doppelin remaining. Disco Doppelin does have that M4, so we might actually just see him just try and go for the save towards A here potentially, as there are people close by. If he finds a couple of frags, it might change his outlook onto the round. Estatak gets spotted out. It's a big struggle, and Estatak comes out on top.
1 versus 4 now. Dennis, P250, no Kevlar. Yugi as well holds the angle, but doesn't quite hold it together. As Dennis will land the headshot. If he saves the AWP, I don't think any players would be able to afford one as well, going to the next one from the GODSENT side, so the AWP is so prevalent right now to save.
Very awkward. He goes down to Snappy's Matt Tenable weapons as well, so Snappy can trade that out to an AWP.
Oh, God, the economical value of that, right? You buy a Mac 10, you get a $600 kill with it, and then you trade that Mac 10 for an AWP. My goodness. We go to round number 12, though. It's going to be the 7-round deficit for GODSENT, as they are going to be able to conjure up another buy. Dennis, unable to save the AWP, means it's only going to be this single AWP setup right now from the CT side. We saw that the only rounds that GODSENT were able to put on the board were off the back of the AWPs. And this time, it's not Twist, it's not Dennis using it, it's Disco Doppelin. Already, though, pressure is thrown towards outside, but actually the team players can be grouping towards B. It's looking like the eventual execute and commitment towards B site. A site Heroic haven't really been favouring so far.
Wadi will be the one that wants to open it up, as Dennis has the angle covered. Does rattle off those shots, though, takes him down as he will be able to get back into a good position as well. So Heroic losing the first man into this round. Oh, it depends on how this gets played here for Twist. Wanted to work his way up Pop Dog, but Estatak trades it back. They're left into a 4 versus 4, and it is going to be a grouped burst towards the B-bomb site. They have the utility to back up their claims as well. Depends if Dennis can keep this one going. It's him and Disco Doppelin that find the frags. Disco Doppelin with the AWP, just tearing his way through everyone right now. Really puts a hole in their aggressive attack.
Nico down the 1 versus 3. We'll get the bomb down in as a flashbang to aid him in the scenario. Can't smoke off. Actually, we would have fall back. If he had a smoke right now for Ramp, he could fall back towards B up. Tries the level 1, gets the first. Spray down, does connect.
Takes him down. Still attempting to gain more. Basically just has to hide at this point until they get close towards bomb. Try and take those 1 versus 1 fights. Peeks out. He's playing his card so right now. Nico is doing work. Gets to the elevated angles while he has the high ground. Disco Doppler might not be aware of this.
No.
Takes him down.
What? It's going to be the 1 versus 3. They peek individually into Nico's crosshair. Sprays down 1, sprays down the second. But then Disco Doppler down to 50 HP will eventually go down from 2 bullets from the Kalashnikov wielded by Nico of all people. It's going to be the 8-round advantage now as GODSENT let that round slip around. They should have never lost. Anyway, the buy for them. You have to, well, go for the quality buy. They still have money to buy up to the next one, I believe. UMP there for Dennis. Deagle onto Twist and Pith. P250 Pronax. Of course, CSF for Disco Doppler. Once again, though, it's looking like they're going to be favouring this B-bomb side.
Ooh, the early Deagle plays from Twist here, just spamming away, but doesn't really get too much for it. Unfortunately, just gets sent off to an early grave. Dennis up close and personal with the UMP. It's an SMG, but it's really packing a punch there as he gets the double kill. He is able to fall back. They eliminate Pronax, who was a bit confused about what was really occurring towards his bomb site. Piff going to rotate over as well, but the frags do go the fashion of Heroic. And they're closing it out. I mean, they're storming through, racking up these rounds. 11 rounds on their T-half on train here. 15 kills for Modi. 12 for Estatak as well. It's going to be
The 9-round advantage. The buy, though, going to come to fruition for GODSENT once again on their CT side. Many rounds they've been able to put up on the board, but off the back of the AWPs. Disco Doppler going to be warding it once again. They had the 1 versus 3. I mean, it was 2 to 8 at that point. You could have maybe salvaged it still. Nevertheless, though, Yugi finds the first one to Disco Doppler, and the AWP is already out of play.
Ooh, Yugi keeping it up as well as he's just roaming his way through, just finding all these really, really nice opening frags. Nods. Leaves him in a 4 versus 3 hit. GODSENT forced to try and push back and grab some map control if possible, as they've conceded a lot just a few seconds into the round.
3 players towards Ali from Heroic, sorry. And 1 towards B. Oh, actually, main, apologies. So, right now it's looking like they're going to be going for the 2-man push, well, the 2-way push through Ali, and of course, A main.
They push their way through. Dennis gets the opening frag from the rear. Pronax as well is able to strike when the timing is right for him as they get left on the 2 versus 2. Pronax had to find the kill, and he does grab it. Dennis will get the headshot over towards Yugi. So they're not going to be going through with less than 3 rounds. But even then, only 3 rounds grabbed so far. Can they make it 4?
Who knows at this point? You only had 3 players staying alive, so one player should take the hit in terms of firepower from the GODSENT side. Oh my goodness, make it 2. Actually, no, Twist was dropped there, thankfully. It's going to be the UMP there, onto Pith once again. 3 rifles for the CT side and AWP onto Twist. So, why is he at the AWP? Did he have the best spawn? Or does he just simply feel like he could have the biggest impact right now into the round?
Twist gets the opener, takes down Body. The Molotov response is thrown out as well as they try and set a few critical angles ablaze. He's just peeking out towards mid, trying to see if he can actually trade anything back here, get something in his fashion. Will connect the shot towards Pronax. Snappy as well takes down Dennis. They have the manpower advantage now in the battle of attrition, Snods, but can they make it work for them? Pife getting into the back line. He could really have control of the game, hook, line, and sinker, but that cheeky little flash comes out. Yugi runs straight past him. The trade's there from Nico.
Just got up and though towards Green. Trent finds 1, gets a second as well. The spray down comes to fruition for the CT side right now. This is going to be Nico in the 1 versus 2.
Nico, 1v2. He's done it before when the odds have been even more so stacked against him. Just depends on how Disco peaks this. If he peaks at the correct time and should get that easy frag. Nico had to walk through, double tap headshot, takes him down. It's a 4 to 11 half. Really not the best shown from GODSENT. They have to step it up on their T side. Will they? Find out after the break. Welcome back to ESL Pro League. We've just had the first half between GODSENT and Heroic.
Yes.
GODSENT looking lackluster.
Yeah, that's pretty much an understatement. Only getting 4 rounds in the CT half on train. Definitely not the scoreline you're expecting.
No, definitely not. I mean, Heroic were just running their way through. It's going to be interesting what that actually did to the Betway odds there as well. Because
yeah, that's true.
They were just getting pounded, Snods.
So, obviously, 11 to 4 advantage on your T side as well on train. If they win this pistol here, Heroic that is, on their CT side, make it, essentially, if they win versus the Force Buy and the Eco that GODSENT would put up, they could easily make this 14 to 4.
Yeah. There's always a lot of potential there for them. They have to just reset themselves, though, just mentality-wise as well, because the plays just look very sloppy.
Yeah, I mean, it was like 9-2 or something ridiculous like that, and then they gave away that 1 versus 3. A scenario you should never be losing at pro level play.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game here towards the end. Just obviously, Heroic will just run him through. Yugi looked good. He was getting nice impact meat frags.
And
Body whipping his way through. Yeah, it's the thing. Everyone was actually firing from all cylinders. They could rely on key players. It was not necessary that they had to have one individual player popping off.
Yep.
Everyone was just doing work.
Yeah, I mean, that's thanks to the good setup and the good structure they had on the T side. The fact that they went for the slow, methodical style of CS on the T side. They took the map control, taking control of alley, smoke towards backlines, Molotov off towards green train, but double Molotov towards pop as well. So prevalent and taking control of that portion of the map, just allowing them to split the sites.
Well, seems like we are going to be jumping back in the action very briefly, and we can see how this one is going to continue. Will Heroic be able to continue their form and lock it down, or is GODSENT going to send them packing? Let's find out.
So, second pistol here, Heroic. They won the first one. They won 5 rounds in a row off the back of that. If they win this one here, make it 12-4, don't allow the bomb to go down versus GODSENT, and win the Eco Force buy, we could easily be seeing a 14-4 scoreline. It's going to be aggression here towards alley. Disco up on the Deagle, trying to land those headshots.
Peeking around here. Trying to dig around, actually, as he will wait by IVS attack, just slowly bobbing and weaving. Wait for the push to come towards him. They're not going to overextend and peek into the unknown. Modi finds the opening kill on towards Pronax as well as he takes him down. Piff is trying to retaliate, but Yugi will cause a bit of commotion. Yugi as well, flipping around all over the place right now as he leaps back and forth, finding these kills. They're left to a 2 versus 2. Disco Doppelin should have got that kill there, Snods. It is a 2v2, but Dennis will strike, eliminates Modi. Nico has to clutch this one out. It's going to need to be another naughty Nico round for him to actually win this opening pistol.
1 versus 2. Has no kit just yet, but the bomb isn't planted. Oh, it's a nice headshot there onto Dennis. And now on the 1 versus 1. Disco Doppelin has no Kevlar in this scenario.
He does have the bomb there. This is key. It means he can try and reposition a lot more, but getting spotted out by Nico is crazy, but he lands the Deagle shot. Takes him down. GODSENT get a much-needed pistol.
They do indeed. Pistols go 1 for 1. Both teams winning their T-pistol. It's going to be the 2 Gillo Salad run out for the T side. AK there for Dennis. And also another Gillo there onto Twist. So 2 AKs, 3 Gillos, no SMGs actually for the T side. So maybe not going to be able to stack up as much cash as possible. Heroic right now have the 11-5 advantage. 6 rounds that they can concede. You can see them only going to be buying Kevlar onto Snappy, which means they're going to have more Kevlar and more firepower essentially going into the first buy round.
Pronax will find that kill back towards Modi though to kick this one off. So GODSENT want to try and win these rounds. They've invested quite a lot in the rifles as well. No SMGs. They're not messing about. They're not giving any small chances that they can build economy, but then potentially lose the round because the pistol is in close range. They just want to outright win with a good range advantage.
5 versus 3. Heroic not really investing into this one. Having no real goal, I would say, at winning this one. Still though, they can try and save the Kevlar, the Eagles, into the next one. Roll the dice again, try to take the chances of winning the Eco. It's looking like 11-6 here, GODSENT. Winning versus the Eco from Heroic. If they can take the second one as well, make it 7-11. Win that first bar and break the money from the CT side, there's a real chance they come back into this one.
Yugi will go down. It's just on the 2 players that invest into the Deagles now on the side of Heroic, just hoping to stay alive and keep their trigger list has been ready until the right time. S-Tag will find 1 kill back on towards Piff, but falls to Dennis. Snappy actually might get a kill towards Disco Doppelin, but he's not risking it.
So, round number 18. Once again, 2 Gillos for the T side, 3 AKs as well for GODSENT. There will be another Eco coming up from Heroic though, nevertheless, into this one. 2,700 onto a few players there, 3,350 onto Yugi, which means he can have the AWP. He can buy a smoke as well if he wants to, or a flashbang, of course, up to his opinion. Nevertheless though, for GODSENT, try and have 4 or 5 stay alive into this one and build that money in case they do lose rounds versus the Heroic fullwides.
Pushing their way through, Yugi though, on top of Blue Train. What will he actually be able to do? Ooh, a swift headshot, but it's from Snappy. And Dennis and Pronax retaliate as they blow S-Tag out the server, and Yugi goes down to Pronax. So it's just a 3 versus 4 into the round. They just want to try and force guns out of the hands of GODSENT, ideally, or deny a bomb plant if they can, because Heroic, they don't have the best buy. It's going to be the next round where they start to really bring the good fight.
So, bomb towards team main. What's they got? Just got up and run out towards alley. Does he expect Snappy? He does. Takes on the play of Kevlar. So now, all that's left is Modi and Nico with the upgraded pistols and no armor versus these Kalashnikovs.
Modi is slowly approaching forwards here, but Life will be able to tear him down. Modi will eliminated. Nico as well, just sprinting all over the place on the bomb site right now. Gets a bullet between the eyes there as he will fall. That's how the odds have been effective as well there, Snots.
Actually, I think it's a lot closer than that. 5-1 in favor of GODSENT. Sorry, in favor of Heroic. Issue is, that's before the pistol round was won by GODSENT.
Yeah.
It is 11-7. They are 4 rounds behind, but if they win this round, reset the money, and force the ecos and the low buys, sorry, the quality buys from Heroic, there's definitely a chance they can come back into this one. So the odds are actually fairly good right now for GODSENT. Let's give it the up now to Yugi, holding the aggressive angle towards Team A, but it's looking like 3 players they go towards B halls from the GODSENT side.
Nades are starting to come through. They're keeping everyone busy towards A by just lobbing that much utility straight in, when it seems like they aren't quite decided if they want to go for the late round B take just yet or what they want to achieve. They can always have the backstab from Disco Doppler as well as they set themselves up in Whitehorse.
Just holding right now for an aggression. Twist now as well can peek towards ramp. Clear the angle, they can peek as well behind Grey Train, exactly where Nico is lurking. But of course, they cleared the angle now towards ramp. They can set up the smokes and they execute towards the B-bomb site. Smoke towards ramp. Smoke towards heaven to allow the players to peek towards site without being opposed by an open towards connector or something. And of course, the smoke between the trains to cross towards the site without getting orbed as they do cross.
Molotov goes in from S-Tag as well to try and counter out this play. No real aggression from Disco Doppler just yet, but he will counter it as well.
Still a 5 versus 5. It's a stalemate with 50 seconds left. The bomb going towards B. Have 2 players towards alley. They can actually try and sneak their way through backlines, go past old bomb, and try getting towards CT. That's the play here right now from GODSENT. Can they manage to pull it off though?
If they could actually get through backlines, it'd be really outrageous to be able to get through, completely overwhelm the CT side defense that is on that site. But let's wait and see if that'll be the case. They take the fight towards the A-bomb site. They want to cut off the rotate, but it's all been mind games, so it's actually the A play. As the bomb will get dropped though, the pop dog kill comes in. Modi only gets 1 before he's shot out by Piff though, but they have secured the bomb site. They now need to retake together in a 3 versus 4 fashion, and all of the choke points are being secured by GODSENT. They are not allowing the Heroic side to get back in.
Achievement advantage run out for GODSENT, and with that, as the odds are not in their favor, they will be saving the orb and a 4 into the next one. No kit as well for the CT side just to make it even harder in case they actually wants to go for that one. But it's looking like 11-8. Heroic though losing 3 on the trot. They could buy into this one, but of course it's a big risk. If you lose that one, you're going to basically expecting a weaker buy into the next one, and from that you could easily have what, 11-9, 11-10 scoreline.
It's a bit of a mixed bag right now. Twist as well, look, he's really starting to bring the pain. We'll go over towards the B-bomb site, try and find Snappy. He does fall, so the AWP has been dropped. Snappy could recover it if he wants to be a bit risky. It seems like he isn't going to be messing about today.
So, 3,200 there for Snappy, can't jump over an M4. Unfortunately there for Nico, and he has 3,050. If he had $50 more into his bank account, did another day at the office, could have afforded an M4 to drop over. But it's looking like they're going to go for the quasi buy into the remainder of the players that had to rebuy up. It's going to be the, M4, AWP, onto Nico. Actually, just drop that one over to Yugi because Yugi doesn't have Kevlar. So he'll be keeping that one forward. It's looking like fast play once again towards B halls as GODSENT had such a good mid-round call there. They set up towards B. They faked it. They had the players there towards alley just to basically snake their way through the smoke, take control of alley, and they pushed in towards alley, killed the players from the Heroic side on the CT side as they rotated towards B, and they found the openings there towards the site, and they won with the after plants. Anyway, though, enough of the past into the present. This is looking like another round here for GODSENT playing versus the quasi-buy that was bought around the saved M4 and AWP from Heroic.
Oh, the jump face from Pronax there as he wanted to get back towards safety, but he does get spotted out by Nico. Blows him away with the AWPs. They do get the first kill into this round, but it's only against Pronax. Yeah,
they know exactly what the AWP is as well. So GODSENT maybe going for the fast reply there towards B. Actually, they're taking their time. It's going to give time right now for the AWP to rotate. That's Nico coming in from CT. Back towards outside, connected towards that B-bomb site. Now the AWP is here. Can he have more of an effect into the round as there's 3 players from the Heroic side. Yugi as well coming from the flank.
Pushing their way in. This is going to be the onslaught towards B and hope they can use that aggression to overwhelm the CTs that are in position there. Modi actually burning away. Does get killed by a bullet instead. Snappy fires back, gets 2. Snappy for the 3rd as he peeks out, but Twist takes him down. He's only less than 10 HP though. He's in a 1 versus 2 scenario. And Nico will find the kill with the AWP.
12-8 now. A 6-round advantage for Heroic on their CT side as they managed to win with the quasi-buy. Only 2 players there having Kevlar, but the AWP from Nico. And the M4 as well from Snappy. Obviously being too hot to handle for GODSENT. As we go into round number 21. Let's see. 5 AK buy for GODSENT. Are they going to go for a fast rush towards that side, try and counter the double AWP setup that Heroic are bringing to the party? Instead, those look at the normal default they're doing. 2 towards B halls, 1 towards A main, 2 towards alley. As they wait, as they set up their grenades, line up the wall of smokes, try and cross towards the site, get the bomb down, and then in that scenario, play the afterplant, try and get in towards Pop Dog, towards team main, towards quad, and have good afterplant positions, and try to secure round number 9 and break that CT economy, force the ecos, force the quasi-buyers from Heroic, and that's how they get themselves back into this one.
Oh, snappy. He was ready with the AWP, but Twist actually just rips him a shreds there as he peeks into that. Very, very fast stuff from Twist. Oh, the headshot. Dennis goes flying off. He's blown out of the server.
4 versus 4. Pronax now gets the shot there onto Yugi towards Green Train, so he's the man about to run out for GODSENT.
That's the tag trying to push through the smoke as he has to flashbang and try and play around it. Will push in deep. Pronax will not be blind though. Has the angle. It's close range combat. And he's going to be able to win the fight. Ooh, another headshot comes in. It is a bit of a trade as well as Modi will claim one back towards Pronax. Has to switch out to the AWP of one of his fallen brethren as he will start to reposition. But it's most likely just going to be a save here. GODSENT have got the reset round.
JK, observe if you can show us the money right now for Heroic. So they will get 1.4k. Snappy can buy an AWP actually. 5.2, 5.6, yep. So they did have 2 survive in the last one. But one of the reasons Heroic have a lot more money than they should have is the fact that they quasi-bought instead of forcing into the last one. So they won a round where they already had 2,000 to the bank account. They won that one, they got 3.5k for the round win bonus. That's 5,500 essentially. And that's why they might actually have a better buy than anticipated, especially if Molly staged his weapon. If he actually, headshot there from Twist, so that's really unfortunate for Heroic. If he had saved the AWP, that would have meant 4 rifles for Heroic if they bought here. AWP, Modi could drop that one over to Yugi. Modi can then buy his own weapon. You already have 3,300 onto 2 players, but make it 4.1k once the round loss bonus comes in. So we could have actually had a buy there from Heroic. Instead though, the reset comes forward and they're actually going to be saving this one. It's looking like a 12 to 10 score in here from GODSENT if they can secure the win versus the eco.
Oh, look at this though. They're going to go for the conga line once again. They're going to sprint their way around, attempt to burst out. Pipe is ready for it. So we'll go for the early boost. Pipe peeks out, gets one. It's a shooting gallery now as they're just going to keep peeking towards him. Oh, they also want to make a bit of a barbecue as everyone will be set ablaze. And they're divided as well, so it's trapped. They can't really play to complement each other. And meanwhile, the A site has been scoped out and they've realized it's empty.
Yep, Heroic give away the plan there. They show so much presence towards B. A fast reply from GODSENT as they do push out through A main, through alley, and take control of the A site. The bomb is planted now. Eventually, Dennis has to clear all the angles, make sure there's no one there lurking. Trying to catch him off guard as he does plant. But there you go. Just giving the bomb down for GODSENT now. It's looking like a 10 to 12 scoreline. And slowly but surely, GODSENT are bringing this one back.
Nico is sent in off the back of the totem pole to clear the angles, see if they can actually push their way through. But essentially just hold for X6, most likely, is going to be the only real attempt they can actually do. They have an investment around this. They can push in if they want to just brute force fight it, but really can't achieve too much here.
5 players alive right now for GODSENT, which is great for their money. Getting into the remainder of the second half. Yuki might be able to catch. Yeah, that's Dennis off guard. He does. He headshots him. Actually, the raw skill there, too much to handle. And Piff will get the last 2 kills as he leaves Modi alone towards CT spawn. 12 to 10 is going to be the scoreline, so we go to round number 23. So the buy's going to be like for Heroic. Obviously, they did save here for the buy into this one. Thamas already bought there for Modi. Going to be favouring the Thamas instead of the M4. Reason being is he wants the extra utility, the double flashbang. It's going to be 3 M4s, 1 Thamas, and the AWP once again onto Yugi. And versus them is going to be the 4 AK buy and the AWP again onto Twist. Let's see if Yugi continue to show dominance with the AWP. Or can Twist step up and finally take him down. It's going to be, once again, the default coming from GODSENT. 2 towards alley, 1 towards... Actually, no, it's 3 towards alley this time. And 1 towards A, 1 towards B.
Flashbangs are coming in as they're getting themselves ready to go for this Ivy burst. Yuki's in position with the AWP though, has a bit of support as well. It just depends if he overfaces. If he does, there is the angle of the smoke here with a boost play for Twist. He'll be able to see over the top of it and find the early kills. They don't peek into it and give him the early opening frag.
Pronax does get tagged up though. So he's fairly low. Yuki once again holding the angle towards team main, and he's going to get it. Let's give the 1-man advantage right now for Heroic on their CT side on train. 1 player there towards Pop Dog, as he does get smoked off, and 3 players remaining from the GODSENT side. What's the play right now for them? Are they going to try and smoke off quad, try and take the kill onto Etty Tag and then wrap it round through old bomb and go towards B essentially? Or are they going to take the fight head on and go towards A?
Let's see. as they do start to rev their engines. Seems like they are quite timid, but they will be going for the slower contact plays. They walk their way through. It's a matter of time before these frags start to go down and unveil who will be the victor into this one. Yugi gets the opening kill in a 1-5. A fast play from Attack as well as he gets the double response, eliminating Pronax and Dennis. Twist will get a kill, sure, but look at him. He's left on his lonesome. GODSENT, their last lifeline, is on Twist here. As he's roaming around with the AWP, Yugi peeks out, takes him down. Another round for Heroic, and they're getting ever so close at a match point.
3 away from winning it, but obviously having the 3-round advantage as well. So, going to go to round number 24. Double set up again for the side of Heroic. We saw Snappy miss an easy shot earlier on. If he can find some form with the AWP, that could be the difference maker here for Heroic to close this one out in regulation. 5 AKs run out for GODSENT, as it's going to be no AWP there for Twist. And obviously the AWP and Twist does make a big difference with the T sides. What's the call going to be?
I'm noticing as well there, actually Messiaso is not in the coach slot. It's Schneider that is in the coach role.
Really?
Yes, it's a bit interesting. Opening frag comes out though, Modi just with a wallbang of course, as he just rips off a couple of shots up towards Whitehall's there, I believe, and eliminates Pronax. Yeah, goes for it again.
So, one advantage again for the side of Heroic. This time from Modi. The wallbang. Nevertheless though, Dennis is low as well. Will be the smoke off the sandwich position, but Twist does equalize the numbers, makes it 4 versus 4, gets the kill towards the B bomb site. Yuki though trades it out. It's going to be the 3 versus 4, and Dennis is low.
If he'll be able to grab the bomb and re-link up with the rest of his teammates, but even then it's still a 3 versus 4, and the health disadvantage is showing. You can see Dennis is limping around just with a measly 25 HP remaining on him. They're not going to be looking too healthy at all, as they have to back off, resituate this attack. Seems like they are going to try and see if they can actually get in towards Ivy, find a leak through the back door.
40 seconds left on the clock. Bomb has left that B position. Slowly made its way back towards A. I say A, actually, it's going to be Pith now alone towards A main. Bomb. And of course, Disco Doppler going to be joining themselves together towards Ali. AWP there from Snappy. If he lands that first shot, which he does, it's now the 4 versus 2.
Snappy finds the opening kill with the AWP there. Pip as well keeps up a bit of damage as he will find that one frag back towards Modi. Yes, attack. Lands the wallbang, and it's all on Dennis now, but Snappy will take him down with the AWP. Not too much time left remaining either to blow him away, but they do find that frag. And Heroic only need 2 rounds to close this game out and grab the first map win.
Heroic now with a 4-round advantage as we go into what remains of the second half. It's going to be the eco coming from GODSENT. They have faith in their play on the full buy rounds. They don't want to be forcing this one up with, you know, Galils, Tech 9s, and light utility. Actually, they do, sorry. Last minute second decision there. As the freeze time ends, they go for the force buy already. Snappy finds the first. Once again, the AWPs get the first kill. Let's give the 5 versus 4 advantage again for Heroic. GODSENT holding for the default. They're holding for the aggression. With the Mantis advantage, what do they really fall back to now?
Apparently nothing as they get pushed again. Yugi charges his way through towards back of B and finds that frag. Dennis with the Galil will do a little bit of punishing though as he finds the headshot on towards Modi. S-Attack's just lying in wait for the correct moment to try and strike here. Gives the game away as he does rattle off a couple of shots. Dennis peeks into him. Mid-reload it seemed there, but he actually did cancel it out and go down anywhere though. Nico gets the headshot back towards Disco Doppler. It's just Pipe remaining. It's a 1 versus 4. Nico will get 2 frags towards the end and close that round out. They've got match point at the very least secured. GODSENT are absolutely broke.
Scout for Dennis. Apart from that, though, you're looking at Deagles and upgraded pistols across the board for the GODSENT side. Heroic have 5 chances to close this one out. 3 rounds on the trot. They get the 1-man advantage in the first 20 seconds of the round. GODSENT can't be conceding the early man lead that quickly. Anyway, Nico towards B. There's going to be the slow default there. Just HE needing, can smoke, fall back as well, play that one slow. One is well aggressive to our Pop Dog, hoping that someone will fall down into his crosshair, but already GODSENT already towards green, trying to cope. Let's see what they can do.
Snappy just bounding from train to train right now, trying to work out how someone has actually gotten so up close and personal. It's Disco Doppler that just charged in, and he's attempting to find these frags. He's roaming around the scene, but Yugi eventually gets an angle to spot him out. Pronax as well realizes Modi's getting a bit too overconfident as he wanted to just walk his way up the ladder, but he will find that frag.
4 versus 4, 1 minute 10 on the clock. Seeing a Twist, tries to get the second kill. I mean, the first time, it worked. He got the kill onto Nico and he opened up that B bomb site. But this time, the odds won in his favor. It's going to be the one-man advantage now for Heroic. It's looking like they're going to close this one out.
Oh, S-Attack takes down Dennis as he tears through him with the AK-47. The second frag as well. He had no ammo left, but he still got the frag on the pipe. So much confidence in himself there. Nico will get the game-ending kill as Pronax goes down. Unfortunately for GODSENT, they couldn't really find their form, couldn't find their momentum. They get beaten out, and that is the win for Heroic.
Yeah, 16-10 finish there. Obviously, Heroic taking the first map in fairly convincing fashion. First half there, 11-4. GODSENT, they won the piss with them at 11-7. They won that first buy round. It was looking close. I believe it was a, what, 13 or 12-10 scoreline, sorry. But as soon as those buys came in towards the latter portions of that second half, when the double up sort of came out from Snappy and Yugi, it seems like those orbs were just too strong for GODSENT, and they just couldn't handle it.
It's true. They just didn't really have enough, I don't know, I'd say confidence, I'd say structure. It was a bit all over the place. Obviously, it's hard to say. It's a real difference in the lineup already from yesterday because not only have you got Pronax there, but you've also got Pyth there rather than Schneider. Schneider was actually in the coach slot as well, so a bit of a mystery as to what's gone on.
Yeah, Twist as well got 2 kills there onto the bomb planter through the smoke. Even that wasn't enough to try and surmount a decent CT half. Obviously, Heroic, they broke that CT money so many times. Look at the scoreline right now, 9-2 on your terrorist side of train. As they closed it out 11-4 and winning that half. This is a game changer as well, right? Nico in the 1 versus 4. We saw what the final scoreline was. GODSENT were able to put 2 more rounds on the board. Imagine if they had this one as well. Imagine if this was a 9-6 scoreline. GODSENT went pistol. It's 9-9. They have the early lead as well. They won that first buy round again. This could have been a different story.
It's true. Really just crazy level clutches that came out once again that sort of decided so many important, really, really vital rounds throughout that matchup. But GODSENT just not able to really bring their A game to the table here on map 1. Obviously, map 2 is going to be coming up. That is Inferno. That should be the next map. They need to switch it up a little bit. We can't be seeing the same stuff there and expect a different result.
Yeah, for GODSENT right now, what's the play you really make? Next map will be Inferno. I believe Heroic's one of their favorite maps is Inferno. So the question is, you know, you're going to be playing versus more of a favorite map for essentially the stronger side, and you're going to be subbing in 2 players as well, Pith and Pronax. How much practice? Well, essentially none are they going to have.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see that. Obviously, that is going to be map 2, which will be coming up after this break. Stay tuned for that one.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Intel, the City of Odense, GeForce GTX, Lenovo Legion.